Good morning. What's going on, YouTube? Back with another video here. Um, I decided to do this video about a ongoing problem that a lot of people don't talk about. I want to touch a mental health problem about 7 ways narcissists make you feel worthless. You definitely need to check out this article. And I'm just going to break down my experiences with people with narcissists and what the signs are to deal with. Okay. Now, if you do not know it or not, let's get back to about a narcissist. These are people with strong narcissistic, sociopathic, psychopathic, and other dark personality traits. They have a low and fragile sense of self-esteem. Okay, and in order for them to cope, they need to constantly feel better than others. And the way they try to feel better than others, they always compare themselves to others. And when they feel threatened, they are going to try to make other people feel worse to elevate themselves and to feel like they are the best. And they feed off this. Okay. And this is what I'm saying, what it means with a narcissist. Basically, these are people who enjoy making sure that you feel like you will never succeed at anything. These are the people that always over the top. I mean, they go in on you. That's all they do all day long. They go in on you. They ain't trying to help you. They ain't trying to look out for you. The only time they are going to help you, unless it's going to make you feel worse in the end, and it's going to give them a whole lot of gain. This is how narcissist works. So I'm going to go into these 7 ways of how they do. So first thing about a narcissist you need to understand is that they got what you call an artificial self-confidence. You probably going to be like, what the hell does that mean? Now, when you notice a narcissist, they exhibit this false self-confidence. All right. They act and speak in a very confident manner. They act like they know what they're talking about. And when I say they act like they know what they're talking about, example given, you could be talking to an expert about something. Let's say it deals with cars. You know, the person that you talking to that deal with cars has certifications, very good at what they do with cars, have always been on point with your car. But when you're dealing with someone who's a narcissist, all of a sudden in your life, they're going to act like that person you've been dealing with all those years don't know a hill of beans of what they're talking about. And a narcissist makes it so convincing that they know what they're talking about, that by the end of the conversation with them, it's going to have you questioning the guy that's been doing it for 20 years or 30 years who's been fixing your car without a hitch with no problem. Like, is he really as good as is he really that good? You know, did he waste his time on those 20 years? This is what they call a artificial self-confidence. Narcissists are the king and queens of that, okay? And they will argue you down even after the person that you're talking to has the proof, has all of the facts that they need to show that narcissistic behavior person that, hey, I know what I'm doing. What you're saying is crazy. Let's move past this, okay? Now, here's the thing about that. Now, sometimes when they're trying to do this artificial confident way, they simply will lie, and perhaps lie so good that they believe their own lies. So this is once again, like I said, artificial confidence. You have to watch out for that. So that means basically if somebody's coming off overly confident to the point that they don't make any sense, That's artificial confidence. Second thing about a narcissist, they love instilling self-doubt and gaslighting. Now, you probably gonna be like, what the hell is gaslighting? I'm finna get into this in a minute. All right. Now, narcissists like people that have low self-esteem, people that always second guess themselves in life about everything. They love those type of people. That's their favorite. That's the people they love to prey on. All right. And they know what to say to push those buttons to make it to come out. Now, they can create these self-doubts by playing with your insecurity in those weak points. And then they can gaslight you. That's by invalidating your feelings, your memories, or experiences and fundamentally making you doubt reality. Now, let me tell you what that means with gaslighting. Okay, if they know you went through a traumatic time in your life that really made you felt like that you really wasn't at your best, like you really hurt some people, it just some painful memories, a narcissist will feed off that. They will bring scenarios in your life to give you those memories back to make you feel weak again. And then from there, that's when they start planting that self-doubt. Example given. Let's say that you had a bad experience when you was a child. Let's say like you don't like to be, in a dark room. A narcissist on purpose will put you in a situation where you are in a dark room. It could be something like, let's say for instance, they know you don't like to be in dark places or dark room. They pay the lights on purpose to keep you in the dark. They may even put you in a memory where they know you might not like a certain horror movie, a certain video. They might just play that video just out of, oh, baby, I got a video for you to watch. I got a show for you to watch. You need to come here and see this and check this out. And they'll play just that horrific event that triggers that memory, that depression that you do not like. And they'll sit back and play like, are you serious right now? You really gonna get upset over this? You should have been over this. That was a long time ago. I can't enjoy nothing with you because you're so sensitive. Again, gaslighting, self-doubt, making you feel all those feelings. This is what a narcissist do. They do this all the time. This is their thing. The next thing that you need to watch out for, the third thing, acting entitled. This has been a narcissist's main goal all of their life is acting entitled. Okay? Now, when a narcissist feels and believes they are better and more important than others or otherwise unique, they feel entitled to that special treatment. So when they feel need to regulate their shaky self-esteem, they tend to act entitled to make others feel worse. For instance, you can go to a store or a restaurant and yell at or otherwise mistreat the service workers there just to feel better to make you feel better about yourself. Okay, that's what they do. They can use their money, their power, their sex appeal, their social status, whatever to abuse it. So, an example given, man, about people that feel entitled, that's on that narcissistic level. Let's say, for instance, this is definitely for a lot of women out there go through this. You're a single mom. You're trying to take care of your kids. Let's say, for instance, you had plans to be with this guy who has been showing these signs of behavior. All of a sudden, your child is sick. You can't make the arrangements to see him. Okay? What this guy does is all of a sudden he makes it feel like, well, listen, you know, I live 45 miles here. You know what I'm saying? You're a single mom. You got 3 kids, and it's a blessing for you to even have a guy like me to even want to talk to you. Because remember, you told me that not many guys was interested in you because of you having these 3 kids. So don't you think that you should make a lot more effort or make a way here to come see me today? I mean, I know your son's got pneumonia and all, but don't you think that you should make that effort to meet me for dinner? That is narcissistic behavior right there at its finest. And I hate to say this, you probably say, oh, that's crazy. No woman's not going to do that. There is a lot of women who will hear that from a guy and will basically say, all right, you're right. I'm going to come over. Okay, you're right. I'll make arrangements to make this up to you. That's narcissistic behavior at its finest. Another example of narcissistic behavior, there's some women out there that has this behavior. Women who like, hey, if you really, 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 really care about me and want me, you'll buy me that brand new vehicle. Even though I know that you buying it is going to put us in financial straits, but if you buy it for me, I promise you, I'm going to give you all the sex and pleasure you could ever imagine. Again, narcissistic behavior. People like this, entitlement, gotta watch that, man. Those are the most dangerous things ever. The fourth thing, blaming and projecting. Narcissistics are good at that, okay? They don't never take responsibility for nothing wrong. They're going to blame everybody but themselves, okay? That means if they get caught with drugs and they was the one that went up here and brought the drugs, you know who they're going to blame? They're going to blame the drug dealer. It was a drug dealer. He should have never, ever had these drugs in front of my face because that's the problem now for people like me. Or let's say, for instance, you catch them cheating numerous occasions. There's always the people that they cheating with. If she would have never had that dress on, if she would have never touched me, if she would have never told me to come over here, baby, I wouldn't have cheated on you. They don't never take responsibility, okay? They're good at projecting blame. And then a lot of times they project blame on you, okay? Anything that goes wrong in their life, they're going to project it on you. And that is just for real. Now, let's go with attacking. Attacking is something that narcissists love to do. That's the fifth thing, all right? When they feel underappreciated or mistreated or they're not getting their way or you don't figure out all these other tactics they've been doing, that's when they start attacking you directly. They might be yelling at you. And a lot of times, if yelling don't work, if dissing you and making you feel small emotionally or mentally up there don't work, they will get physical, okay? A narcissist will get physical. Don't think they won't. All right, a narcissist will get physical enough to get your attention to say, hey, it's about me, all right? Enough is enough. You've been bullshitting enough now. It's about me. And then they'll go as far as to even threaten to kill you. And a lot of times they will kill you if they don't get what they want. They're very dangerous. They're going to make sure some way, somehow, they're going to go to all these levels to get you to understand that I want you to understand it's about me. So that's what there is about attacking. Sixth thing, taking credit. Now, they'll never admit their faults. They are very happy to claim credit for somebody else's work. Let me give you an example of that narcissistic type of behavior. Let's say, for instance, you in a relationship where you with a guy who is helping taking care of your children, all right, stepdad or whatever. He's been there for the kids since day one. He helped them out, whatever. So now the narcissistic real dad wants to be involved in the kid's life and wants to be a part of it. Well, the kid does real good in school or do good in football, even though he doing real good in athletes and sports and football. The stepdad has been there, the one coaching him, teaching him stuff for school, just helping out. This new, when it comes to taking credit, that narcissistic real dad that just came on the scene, he's going to say, that's my son. I was involved. I taught him those things. He's going to do everything he can to be in the limelight, to take the credit. That's what these people do. Not only just them, women the same way. Women are the same way. Narcissistic women are the same way. If they see somebody succeeding, let's say on their job or whatever have you, and all the whole time they ain't really done nothing. They've been in the background. They just been doing just enough to get by. But they start seeing that project from someone else contributed has really, really, really starting to make them look like a superstar. They're gonna make it look like they did everything from top to bottom. That's what narcissistic people do. Last but not least, the seventh thing that narcissists do, and y'all as people need to watch out for this because this is a classic play that they do when things really get behind the wall. This is what I call their buying time to figure out how to manipulate the situation again. Playing the victim. All right. From every above that I've just talked to y'all for these all of that 6 that I went over so far. This is their best play ever. Okay. Now, after they done tried to play strong and dominant and all that didn't work out, okay, and things are collapsing, and somebody stands up and calls them on their bullshit and all that, them lies that they telling, they start to become the helpless victim and being treated unfairly. They even go as far as saying that they're being ousted because they've been trying too hard in the relationship and people just took their kindness for weakness. This is a play that is very common with narcissistic behavior. So I say that to say this, guys, to wrap this thing up, all right? Basically, narcissist people are very fragile and insecure people. In that they hurt others, and not only that, they abuse others to feel better about themselves, okay? And they have very many weapons mentally in their arsenal to do this. And a lot of people don't pick up on narcissistic behavior until it is too late. See, you got to remember, a sociopath and a narcissistic people are 2 different types of personalities. All right? A narcissist is, like I said before, is all about themselves. They are very fragile and very reckless people. They study manipulative ways to get what they want. They don't have no emotions or no feelings. They don't even have they so reckless that they don't even give a damn when they first get with you whether you recognize the signs or not. They just want to get what they want to get. Versus a sociopath, they are going to do a social blend. They're going to play a role just enough to get by. So I know you're probably asking, can somebody be a sociopath and a narcissist at the same time? Absolutely. They definitely can. And if you do got someone that's got those traits, both of those traits, it is a very dangerous combination. That is like playing with C4, dynamite, and a rocket launcher all at the same damn time. It is an explosive situation. So I hope that this information that I share with y'all will help y'all get a better understanding of the signs of narcissist behavior, how to be careful in everyday relationships. And again, if you like my content, like my channel, follow me, man. Definitely follow me. I got plenty of stuff for you guys to look at, plenty of stuff for y'all to take notice on. Thank you very much. Have a great morning.